Welcome back to Turning Point. In this episode, we're going to check out a jungle invasion in a match between Saipak Guy, or SPKG, and From the Otherworld 2, or FTOW2. Let's set the stage. Lee Sin has just failed at stealing the Red Lizard buff from FTOW2. Jarvan and Cho'Gath are now pursuing him. Coming up from the rear, Fizz will be joining Jarvan and Cho'Gath shortly. As Lee Sin backs off, Jace is headed in from the top lane Tribush. And near SPKG's base, Gragas is working his way towards the mid lane. We're almost 16 minutes in. The score is 7-6 in favor of Saipak Guy, with the tower down and a slight gold advantage. This is a very close game where a single good team fight could easily place either team significantly in the lead. In the moment we're joining this fight, Lee Sin is silenced, slowed, and backing away towards Jace. With a freshly placed acceleration gate, he can easily walk away from this fight. Instead, he is turning around to engage. Jace and Lee Sin are not aware that Fizz is nearby, and this 2-on-2 matchup heavily favors them. This is because Jarvan is low on health and Cho'Gath has already used both his knockup and silence. Jace initiates on Jarvan with his To the Skies leap, dramatically slowing both Cho'Gath and Jarvan. Jarvan immediately flashes. At this point, Jace can flash and secure the kill on Jarvan. However, he can also see Fizz coming in, and putting himself on the other side of Fizz places him heavily out of position and likely ensures his own death. Fizz lands his Playful Trickster directly on Jace, slowing him. Jace counters this with his Thundering Blow knockback, putting him right back out of the fight. When activating Playful Trickster, Fizz also activated Seastone Trident, giving a 5-second window where his normal attacks deal significant bonus damage. To get in range of the fight and get even a single normal attack in, he must now use his only other mobility option, his Urchin Strike dash. Jace transforms from his hammer form to his cannon form, granting him a brief movement speed bonus. Fizz absolutely will not catch up with Jace without using his ultimate. Even so, he cannot be sure this will net a kill. He's pushed Jace out of the area, and that will have to be good enough for now. He turns to join the fight below. Cho'Gath has successfully landed a knockup on Lee Sin. After flashing away, Jarvan repositioned himself to re-enter the fight by dropping his Demacian standard and, once it's landed, using Dragon Strike to pull himself to the standard. If he can land it quickly enough, he will knock Lee Sin up. The moment Lee Sin is free from Cho'Gath's knockup, he pulls off a perfectly timed flash. Let's rewind a little. Remember Gragas? This whole time he's been working towards mid lane, and has been keeping an eye on the fight. As Lee Sin flashes away, Gragas is walking into the fight. His explosive cask ultimate is a high damage, large radius area explosion. Jarvan no longer has flash and has no ability to leave the walls of his own ultimate. Fizz, realizing he's hit a field goal with his ultimate, begins backing off. He cannot simply run back towards his base, or Jace will certainly be able to kill him. Instead, he is going to use Urchin Strike on Jace. At max range, Urchin Strike would land Fizz next to his target. However, used on a target he is already next to, it can move him a significant distance through and away from his target. This is not enough. With Playful Trickster a 1/10 of a second away from being off cooldown, Jace lands his Thundering Blow. There's one more thing worth pointing out. Cho'Gath still has his flash available. The moment Gragas begins his animation for a barrel roll, Cho'Gath flashes. This flash allows Cho'Gath to escape. With Fizz and Jarvan dead and Cho'Gath headed back to base to recover, Jace, Lee Sin, and Gragas can easily push mid-tower. At the same time, Graves and Leona from FTOW2 make a risky play behind the first tower bottom lane. Despite leading in their lane, they find themselves unable to take out Lux and Ezreal. During their escape, they're picked off. With 4 opponents down in the mid lane tower push, they go on to take an uncontested dragon. The overall gold advantage is now about 5.6 thousand gold. 45 seconds of teamfights secured the game for Saipak Guy. Heavy poke teams with safe and constant long-range harassment tend to do very well when they take the lead, and this was the case here. From the Otherworld 2 was unable to recover from this moment, eventually losing the game. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a comment about how you might have played this team fight differently.